How's it going, YouTube? Hydrax here, and today's video is going to be a very special video because we have finally reached 100 subscribers on YouTube. First of all, before we get any further into the video, I want to thank each and every one of the people who subscribed, supported the channel, helped out in any which way they could with helping me grow, getting the content out there. The words I can't even begin to express how excited, how happy, and how much admiration and respect I have for those people that helped along the way. It's not an easy thing getting this far on YouTube. Many people try, so I'm very grateful that we've actually managed to reach a major milestone. At least the first of many, I hope, going forward. But like I said, I'd like to thank each and every one of the subscribers, anyone who's ever watched any of my videos. I would like to start off by thanking you guys first and foremost. For today's video, we're going to be doing something very different. There's gameplay obviously in the background, as you can see, but we're not going to be doing any showcases, any crazy challenges, nothing of that sort, no guides in this video specifically. But I would like to share with you who I am, do a small Q&A session for this video, just to get you guys to know who I am, what content I make, how I got into YouTube, all that stuff. First off, let's start with who am I. I am obviously Hydrax. I make and produce the videos, I record the content, I edit the videos, make the thumbnails, everything that happens with Legends. Well, at least anything that happens on the channel I am a part of, because it is like a small channel anyway, so it should be easy to manage but with myself. But hopefully in future, if we ever do grow to a large enough size where I need help and stuff, that is a pretty neat thing to think about if we ever do get there, but that's quite a long ways off at this point. How did I start YouTube? I always liked YouTube, but I didn't get into it like producing content up until like a couple of years ago. My cousin, he started a channel, and when we used to play COD together, he'd take clips of me, clips of himself, just posted and stuff, and I thought this was very neat. Let's just go ahead and try it ourselves. And originally I didn't start with Dragon Ball content. Obviously I started with other games that were available at the time because Legends wasn't released at that point, and I didn't know Dokkan existed or any of the other mobile games, because at that point it was mostly like mobile games weren't really a thing. There was no PUBG, there was no Fortnite. No Fortnite mobile, but there was Fortnite and stuff. So I started doing that, and then when Legends released, I decided to start making content in the game because I thought, hey, this is a new game, let's try and help people out, because maybe they won't know this, maybe they won't know that. And after that I just started YouTube, and it's been a long journey to say a little bit about it, but there were ups and downs, points where I just decided maybe I should just take a break from this, come back. The whole second anniversary was like a point of like I need to take a break from this game. It's taking a little bit too much time, letting me focus on other things, all that stuff. But that's how I started YouTube. I got in through my cousin, and that's how it all started. Why do I make Dragon Ball content? That's one that I feel like a lot of you guys should know. I just love Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT. The Dragon Ball IP is probably my favorite, if not my favorite outright. There aren't many other IPs that I really enjoy in terms from mobile perspective, but Dragon Ball being Dragon Ball, I grew up watching Dragon Ball, watching it for like every single day. There used to be a new episode on TV. I used to watch that up until I'm pretty sure I started with Dragon Ball and finished up until like Dragon Ball Z, just watching one episode a day. And if you know how long those series are, like together, that's like maybe at least a year, 2-3 years, because back then they weren't ever they would probably run through one arc and then stop and then pick up with like another show and stuff. So I grew up watching Dragon Ball, and it's always stuck with me as being one of my favorites. Not only like cartoons, anime, but shows in general. Like even up to this day, I go back and rewatch Dragon Ball, like specific sagas if I feel like it. So I fell in love with Dragon Ball at that point, and watching my first Dragon Ball movie, the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, the movie 8, that was like an eye opener on how great the universe of Dragon Ball was. So I felt like, why don't I just, when this Dragon Ball game came out, I felt like, why don't I just take this opportunity and maybe try and help people understand this game, or understand this franchise, IP, if they haven't heard of it already. So that's why I started making Dragon Ball content, apart from the fact that I'm actually pretty good at Legends, if I do say so myself. I may not be like a Goresh or like a Ryuden or maybe even anything close to maybe the top 100 players, but I feel like getting to top 10k, sticking around there for a good majority of the seasons is good enough for me. So that's how I started making Legends content. What is my favorite unit in Legends? I got this question quite a few times. My favorite unit, like of all time, was the purple Broly, the Zenkai legendary transforming Broly from the DBS movie, the Broly movie. So he was my favorite unit of all time up until like a certain point when we couldn't use him. Whenever there was a level cap increase, he was the first unit I leveled up, and the first unit on my team that was always ready to go whenever, wherever. Apart from Broly, there are a handful of units that stick out to mind of being my favorites, but my favorite unit in Legends is the purple Broly. He has fallen off quite a bit with the Zenkai. He's not as great as he once was. I mean, that's apparent. They picked a hell of a time to start making them balanced, especially with him. But like I said, he by far was my favorite unit and probably still is my favorite unit. Up until we get maybe like a transforming Vegito, like SJ4 Vegito or something, because another unit that I really like is the Vegito Blue. Any of the Vegitos are great, but there's just something about Vegito Blue specifically, and the higher tiers of power like SJ4, the Blues, the Kaioken with the blue, all the like insane combinations of transformations that I really click with. So they're probably my favorite units right now. What is my favorite meta in Legends? My favorite meta was, like I said, it's sounding like a broken record at this point, but my favorite meta was when DBS Broly first dropped, the transforming purple one. When he first dropped, that meta was, for a lot of people, really terrible, because if you didn't have him, you basically couldn't do much against him because there wasn't a counter to him. Blast armor wasn't enough, so you just fly through, get vanish, destroy everybody. But being one of the people who were lucky enough to actually get him back then, it was such a fun time. It was like, if you didn't have Broly, you might as well just not play PvP at that point in time. I think when I got him, it was the first time I ever reached rank 45, and back then that was like a huge thing because nobody really pushed for top 10k because there was never like rewards or anything like that such, because well, there maybe was, but maybe not as much. So doing that wasn't really a great thing. So people who played at high tier were playing because they really enjoyed the game, not because they needed to grind up anything or whatever. But Broly was the type of unit that the only thing that could defeat him was a Broly. The only thing that can defeat the Broly was the Broly at that point. So even when the Gogeta came out to try and counter him, he ran the game for so long. He ran the game, in my opinion, up until Anniversary, when Vegito dropped, when Super Vegito dropped. He ran the game. Zenkai Gohan, I'm not even Zenkai Gohan. Gohan, LF Gohan when he released, LF Beerus when he released, everybody up until that point was beneath him. Up until the Super Vegeta also. That was my favorite meta because at that point I definitely had the most fun. Summoning was so fun. The game was so fun. Not to say that it's not fun now, but it's still it's not as enjoyable as it was back then. Like the excitement wasn't there. The excitement like isn't right there now mainly because of Zenkai. But that I don't want to go into a rant about Zenkai and stuff. But this is a very happy occasion, doing a Q&A 100 special. My favorite character of all time. What is my favorite character? Speaking like of Broly and stuff, you would think it would be DBS Broly, but it's not. My favorite character of all time in every single IP is going to be DBZ LSSJ Broly, the Berserker. There's something about that Broly that I don't know how to explain it. Like, he's such a unique character. I mean, personality wise nothing there, but when I first watched his movie, it was like, oh my goodness, this guy is absolutely destroying them. Who is this guy? How is he so strong? And I really fell in love with that character after the 8th movie. Like I said, he's my favorite character. The new Broly is great and all, but there's an overwhelming presence that old Broly brings to a fight, or whichever animated portion of the games, or wherever he appears. There's always an overwhelming like dominance that he has. Like, going back to the movie and stuff, he would just walk through people's attacks and stuff, and he wouldn't care about them. So my favorite unit, my favorite character is definitely going to be the DBZ Broly. Any iteration of him I really enjoy, whether it be canon, non-canon, any iteration I enjoy. I feel like I should start wrapping up this video at this point, because we did do the Q&A and there aren't enough words that I can express, or there aren't enough words in the dictionary that I can use to express my gratitude to everybody in helping me and my channel grow to this point. I make YouTube videos to help people out if they're stuck on maybe a challenge, and seeing their reaction, seeing the people view the video, getting comments, likes, any form of feedback from them, knowing that they're enjoying the content that I produce, is a feeling beyond explanation, if I can phrase it better. Knowing that you're doing something that people enjoy and want to see more of is a real heartwarming feeling. Likewise, when people unsub or dislike a video or say you're trash and stuff, it does sting a little bit, but I can see their points sometimes here or there. But more to the positive side of things, seeing people like the videos and are able to continue to enjoy the game that they like to enjoy with your help is a feeling that not many people can actively describe, I should say. But I would like to thank each and every person once again for the 100 subs. Hopefully in future we get more of these special videos, maybe at 200, 500, 1000, if we ever get to that point. But I would like to thank each and every one of you for all your help and support, and I hope you guys continue to support me and the channel in future. Content will be pretty much the same, I would say. I can't upload every day. It's a difficult task when you're at my age and stuff, especially with how real life is going right now. But make sure to look forward to the content, guys. I will try to keep it unique. I will try to help you guys out. If you have any comments, questions on videos and stuff, make sure to let me know. I always try to comment and reply. And if you guys have any other suggestions for channel, the content you want to see, feel free to leave it down here below. I hope the channel goes in a direction where people are going to continue to enjoy it, and once again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for the 100 subs. Anyways guys, I think I rambled long enough about thanking and questions. I hope to see you in future videos, and I hope to see you guys enjoy the content with your feedback. Anyways, my name is Hydrax, and I'll catch you all later.